Our quest requires sacrifices. And then it sort of just turns into like, okay, but it seems like there's a whole lot of sacrifice for a relatively narrow-minded goal. Right now, I don't even know what our end goal is. Because it certainly seems like progress in the video game is the actual goal. No, I didn't forget. No, Here. Battery. Wasn't expecting a battery. It's from a generator on the island. Research station? It was powering all the robots. I killed them. Felt bad for taking it. Maybe just give it back later. Okay. Will this work? They should have gears in it. Yeah, but looks like it's one of the ones my father made. Your dad makes music boxes too? My dad makes a lot of things. Where'd you get this from? A trader from the village gave it to me. I see. Remember father saying he used to trade with some of the people there. He did always love traveling this world, despite, well... Sorry, I started rambling. The gears in there are compatible with the engine. Pains me to have to take it apart, though. Sorry. It's fine. Flying machine has a chance. I have to assemble the pieces, but it might take a while. You mind keeping me company? How's it going? Slow. Connectors in the battery were not designed for this type of engine, so I have to shift around some of these ports. There's the bolt that keeps getting stuck, and... No, it's fine. It's progress. We should be able to make it to the city by tonight. Okay. What'll happen when we get there? Gotta bring Proto back first, then we have to go find one more person. I've already met her, actually. You remember her from the last time you were in this world? Is it Dice Face? It's gonna sound strange, but she's a fox. Yes! Yes! Yes? I do remember talking to her. Yeah, again! Once again! Another loose end that just is never addressed in the initial playthrough. Like the fox, the end of the mines, the plant in the city that you can't finish, like watering it or bringing it back or whatever. And I just had to leave that one dangling. There was so much stuff that I just felt like I needed to do, and it was just super unsatisfying to just leave it, to just kind of leave it hanging and move on without it. But it's like, I don't know what else to do with it. It feels like you get 70 to 80% of the way through a bunch of side quests and then you just have to abandon them. And now they're all coming back and it's like, by the way, here's the last 20%. It was super important. Also, Cell, I initially agreed with you, but Nova is correct. Like, the game has been explicitly saying the world cannot be saved for the entire game. So it is unclear whether what Nova is saying is just in reference to that or in reference to where the story actually ends up. Memory's blurry. Just hard, you know? Pro told me to think of this world like a dream, but then I got so caught up with, and I just kind of forget that everything here is supposed to be not real. Then I remember, and then I just get really sad. I know this is for me to go home, but knowing that none of it mattered in the first place. I just trapped here for no reason? Proto also told me not to ask anyone in the world about this, saying how they don't understand. What about him? How did he know? How do you know? Aren't you guys all supposed to be code? Well, not sure what to even believe anymore. Wish Rue was here. She's so much better at explaining this sort of thing. Doing a terrible job of it. Considering you've explained literally nothing, yes, I would say that's correct. But Proto was even less tactful, wasn't he? I'm afraid I must risk sounding callous, but don't worry about it. The plan is already in motion. We cannot allow for distractions. Father is putting everything into this one last run of this world. Last chance for him to fix everything. The Father is the creator. Your father's involved in the world machine? You could say that. The acceleration of square particle anomalies was not accounted for at all, though. The patch was only built to accommodate the normal rate they appear, but they're accumulating at frightening speeds now. Proto even lost his body. Thankfully, he gave you the disc just in time. What happened to him? What happens to anyone who gets caught in the squares? I only know it's bad. But you know how the simulation works, right? How everything is code? Specifically, everything is generated from pre-existing code. Squares can cause damage to that code, most of the time irreversible damage. Father has lost some friends in previous iterations of the simulation. It took him forever to develop the current, much more stable version. Making it sound like your dad built the simulation himself. Wait, did he? Yeah. How? If everyone in this world is code, how can he build himself? That's, not really what happened. So what happened? Yeah, don't worry about it. All right. Did Prototype ever tell you about the old world? And he did say something about being built to greet the Messiah of the old world. I was, too caught up with the other stuff at the time to think about it. Oh, you know of it. Okay, here we go. My father, myself, the other two, none of us are part of the simulation itself. Our home world, the real world, was actually destroyed a long time ago. Years leading up to the calamity, scientists from all over the world tried to stop it, but the outlook was... A vague prophecy about a messiah from another world became everyone's last bastion of hope. Prophet by Prototype was built to predict the future about the specifics of this messiah. But as his predictions turned out, the Messiah would not have been able to arrive to our world in time. In fact, the Messiah would not even have been born before our world ended. Disheartened, most people abandoned their research and resolved to peacefully live out their final years. But some people did the opposite. Even though saving the world was impossible, they didn't want our existence to be in vain. And that's where my father came in. With the last of his resources, he built his most ambitious project yet, the World Machine. Large, detailed facsimile of the old world, generated from a pool of memories collected from everyone he knew. After a heavy amount of modification and an added narrative, my father was able to construct the entire structure into code. How did that code escape the old world? I have no idea. What I do know is there is no equipment back home that was powerful enough to run the code independently. Aside from the standard hardware, it also needed to borrow the mental processing abilities of a living person. Father used himself for that during the initial testing phases. It took many iterations for him to make the experience stable enough, but as you can see, even that's breaking down. Father caught on to the issue in the last minute, but didn't have enough time to fix it. After the world ended, the code just kinda ended up floating in the void indefinitely, waiting for a willing operator to install it onto their own hardware. Yeah, that's me. The operator, me, will then generate the universe using the code, becoming God in the process. Please stop calling me that. He was the living person you need to borrow. No? That would be you. Why me? I should have asked that question a long time ago. I don't know. We gotta go. It's fixed. We can leave in the next 5 minutes. All right. I understand if you're upset. Just try to understand. My father's doing this to help all of us. That includes you. The fact that you can't even go back home, I'm sure it upsets him greatly. World means a lot to him, you know. So how does flying work? Don't these machines already exist in your world? You already know what to expect. Not really. I've only heard about them. They're usually a lot bigger than this one. Ah. Okay, word of precaution. Don't panic. Takes a few minutes of getting used to, but it's not that bad once you're in the air. Okay, I'll try. Should probably tell Calamus and Nalula where I'm going. You mean those two running over here now? Nico! Bad news! The boat is gone! It's the squares! They're headed in this direction. That's fast. Calamus, right? Yeah? How bad is it? Doesn't seem to be of immediate danger. Okay. Priorities, I need to take you to the city first. But what about them? I can make a detour later and drop you guys off in the city too if you want. The city's better equipped to handle the squares, you'll be safer there. You're taking us to the city? Yeah, if you want. Oh, yeah! Alright. I'll be back here in an hour. Please wait for me until then. Yeah, sure you'll be fine? Mm-hmm. Squares are still moving pretty slowly for now. Alright, guess we'll run into each other again soon. Ready to go, alright. Yeah, he's having a good time. What a good boy! Phew. Made it. You okay there? How did you land here? Actually. That was the coolest thing I've ever done in my entire life. Reactions for first-timers are always delightful to watch. Literally everyone watching me play this right now. Yeah, hey, that was really fun. Did you have fun too? I mean, you weren't on the plane with me, but you got to watch it at least, right? And Cedric? Thanks. What for? Flying! Oh, you're welcome. And for answering my questions back there too. And for telling me more about the world machine. I'm just worried about what happened to your old world. I'll help you the best that I can. Even if it's all just a machine, this world is still nice. And I got to fly, I got to see the ocean. I got to meet a lot of nice people. People like you, and Prototype, even if he's broken right now. Glad you're taking it so well, and I'm glad we've met as well. Despite the circumstances. Speaking of Proto, I should probably, like, bring him back and stuff. I need to go pick up the siblings, too. Do that first, please! You remember what to do to get to the surface. Remember having to fix an elevator button. Yeah, go do that. Meet up here in an hour. Got it! Now let me just... God, I hate it. I hate it. I hate this. I knew. Change of plans. Give me the memory disk. Listen carefully. It's likely I'll be targeted again, so we should split up to keep you safe. I want you to find a door under a large clock. The room behind it houses a pair of ground access elevators. Once you get to the ground, immediately find Rue and bring her back to the room. She'll know what to do in the meantime. What about you? Gonna bring Prototype back. Whoa! You okay? What? Are you okay? Don't worry, I'm fine! Don't scare me like that. Hey. Let's do our best. Alright, cool. Great. Come on, work our... Yeah, the elevator guy. What's up, elevator guy? Hi. Whoa. Oh, jeez. Elevator's missing a button, right? How'd you know? Three face. I'll help you fix it. Seriously? Thanks. Evacuees are counting on this. On me. Been here for hours, can't figure out a thing. Evacuees? You know, from the West Apartments. The square stuff wrecked the place yesterday. Oh, shit! Everyone's crowded in the cafe. We want to get to the surface as soon as possible. Library on the surface doubles as a shelter for situations like this. Can we find the magnets? Yes! Holy fudge! Okay. We're not doing the magnet buttons. Man, this is like the second or third time they've been like, yeah, just do what you did in the first playthrough. You remember that? Yeah, go do that. And then it's like, no, do something different. I noticed that too. I haven't responded to him since the Barrens. This is the only elevator in the area. We will think of something. But first, we'll have a nap. And because, you know, maybe pancakes? No, there's no time for pancakes. Oh no, it's not pancakes. Man, I hope I remember that that's a thing, because I will totally name this episode of the YouTube series, Oh No, It's Not Pancakes. Here we are at the 11th hour. Oh no, it's pancakes! Shouldn't you be with the other... Hi there, Monk! Shouldn't you be with the other evacuees? Maybe. Wonder if the big clock has reached 0 yet. I want to be right here when everything ends. Oh, those are some numbers, and it's all the same number. The Word document's on the screen on the password prompt. Cool. Is it just the same? I mean, we'll try the same thing. Unless, did these change? Nope, they do the same. I'm gonna try the same password as before. It's the same password as before. Woo! Wait, can we not, like, go back and tell it? Oh, there's colors. All right, maybe we need to just focus on doing this first. This one is green. This one is red. This one is blue. The elevator has no button panel. Tapping the door doesn't open. That usually works. Wait. The lever hanging from the ceiling. Can't reach it. How about with the crowbar? Find someone tall. Oh. I think my idea would have worked, but fine. The thing about that teller is, like, I would be worried about that also, except that we've already established that when the game program closes, the world basically enters a stasis and nothing happens. So there's actually no passage of time in the world while Nico is napping. So there wouldn't really be time for that to happen. We found some elevators. What? Seriously? Literally never seen another one. It was in a locked room. Do they work? Maybe. One of them has a lever that's out of my reach. It's not out of your reach. You'll be able to leave the reach lever because you're taller than me. Yeah, I guess that's true. All right, show me the way, I guess. Oh, that freaked me out. Because he wasn't following me anymore. I was like, oh, did he just, like, blink out of existence because he's not supposed to be in this room? Room gives me the creeps, man. Oh, yeah, same. Yep. So, what did you need help with again? You reach that lever? Oh, yeah, wait. I'm not that tall. That was worth a shot. Wait, I got this. Nice! Thanks, mister. No problem, kid. You coming? Mm-hmm. Oh, neat. Well, looks like this elevator works all right. I'll go get the evacuees, I suppose. What is going on? It's the square stuff, isn't it? There aren't any in here, but I can hear them just outside the door. Yeah. Hold on, maybe we can, no, it's okay. Looks like the squares aren't inside the elevator yet. You're in a hurry, right? Go do stuff. What about you? I'll figure something out. Okay. I'm sure he'll be totally fine and not dead. Door won't budge. How about with the crowbar? How about with... Yeah, okay, we're leaving. Oh, hi, it's this room. Hello. Please, you mustn't. The labs could collapse any moment now. Let go of me? Hey. I couldn't stop him. Oh, hey. You came at an awful time. We have to get out of here. Where to? Where everyone else is right now. Hello, Miss Silverpoint. I'm glad you made it back safely. Gosh, you should have told me where you were going. Sorry, George. George, that's right. You also found the Messiah. Hello, little one. Hi. We ran into each other after this boy forced himself into the lab complex. I couldn't stop him. Don't know why he was being so insistent. Said he needed to go rebuild a robot. Oh, you know him? Yeah. Building a robot, you say? That'd be why he needed that book. The what? Oh, a young man with white hair and green glasses ran in earlier. Yeah, that's Cedric. He needed a book from the back room and he said it was an emergency. Poor darling looked so stressed out, so I just gave him the book. Hope he's safe. Yeah, I hope he's alright. Maybe the lab complex can hold up long enough for him to... That ellipsis makes me think that there's about to be an explosion. Okay. Cool. Great. You know those times when you hate being right? That was the labs. Not him too. Sorry about your friend. Last time we spoke, you told me to look for someone on the surface. Need to get going. Yeah, we can't just let you walk into danger. George is right. Squares seem to be targeting a lot of the weaker constructs in the city. Only the library has enough structural integrity to withstand collapse, as it begins to collapse. Best if you stayed here until things... But they're not going to stabilize. What about my mission? Don't you guys want me to bring the sun back at least? Yeah, that's not going to fix the squares, sadly. Even getting there is going to be hard. The world is like this, there's no telling what's going on in the tower. If anything bad happened to the Messiah, of all people, that'd be dreadful. A friend of mine said something about this forever ago. It's better for the world to die naturally. No living being should have to carry that burden. Hey, that's kind of what I said. In a way. At the time, I thought it was still her faulty code speaking, but now I'm starting to understand. Messiah, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. All this time, we've burdened you with our hope, our faith, blissfully ignoring the fact that you are just a lost child. Yeah, no, yes. That's the ending that I chose, is to remember that he's just a lost child. You're probably more scared than any of us, aren't you? Been dealing with tragedy for so long, it's become background noise to us now. But for you, it must be terrifying. Now you're stuck here with the rest of us, being held back by the very people you were told to save. It must seem so ungrateful. Okay. When I first came to this world a long time ago, back then all I wanted was to go home. Do you remember? Very first time. Not sure how far back it was for you, but I remember towards the end I actually wasn't sure anymore about going home. Even knowing the world would be doomed eventually, I still wanted the people here to be happy. So when you told me to return home back then, I wasn't sure, but I trusted you more. But then I just came back. You what? Then I found out about the world being like this. Prototype said to forget the things he told me, and Cedric told me not to think about it too much, but... Sorry for getting upset at you back in the mines. No, you're justified! Your anger and upset is justified. I thought for you to know all that, yet continue doing this, just seemed cruel. Then I realized something. You really wanted to save both the world and me. But at the end, you can only choose one, right? Is it really hard for you too? Must be. The world isn't broken. Will that choice still be there? You still need to choose between one or the other? Even if it is, I really want to save this world. Even if it's more dangerous this time around. Even if so many of the nice people we met were You're so afraid! You're very, very afraid, and you're justified in that. I think you guys should let me go. I promise I'll be okay. Please? Aw, sweetie. You're so brave, even braver than most grown-ups. Wouldn't be right for us to keep you, would it? Besides, how could I say no to those puppy dog cat eyes? Well, if George is fine with it, I guess we should let you go now. Just be careful. Yeah, You guys be safe, too.